Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to 3D+U on a beautiful rainy Monday here in the Southland, here in Southern California. I don't know where all of you are, but in Southern California. After a beautiful sunny weekend, we have a little gray clouds and rain, but that's not going to stop us from having a great day here this Monday. My name's Gigi Fuscamis. I'm the Director of Community Relations for 3D Theatricals, and on behalf of my entire team, we want to welcome you and thank you for joining us. You are in for a real treat. This woman is just absolutely multi-talented and wonderful instructor and just the sweetest person. And Natalie, Iscovich, yoga, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Awesome. Hi, good morning, guys. Don't feel any pressure to put your camera on in this class. If you kind of want to feel a sense of privacy, that's totally fine, as always. Today we're going to do some really nice morning yoga. After being a dancer for so long and having so many injuries, I think that yoga is a really great place to connect with the subtle body, the really deep and quiet body, the body that's not as loud. So we'll take some time this morning to move slowly in order to really listen and tune our ears up to what's happening emotionally in the body, what's kind of deep in there. So we're going to start. If you don't have a yoga mat, that's fine too. Nothing in here will make it impossible for you to just do it on carpet or floor. You might want some padding for your knees. The last thing is, if you have some problems with your hamstring flexibility, a block is great. If you don't have a block, a book works, a pillow works, a water bottle works, anything that can sort of prop your hand up. With that said, I see more and more people joining. Good. It's early, I know. It's really early for me. This is the earliest this is what the sky looks like. Wow, amazing. Okay, perfect. So let's get going. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on our back, and we'll make our way over to our mat. And we're going to start on our back. We're going to take our feet as wide as the mat, and then allow our knees to knock together. So feet stay as wide as the mat, and then you just let the knees knock together. And what's going to happen is it's going to release your lower back. You're going to feel like your pelvis turns into like a little soup bowl. Then your right hand's going to move to rest on your belly, and your left hand on your heart. If you're uncomfortable touching these areas, you can always just place your hands on your thighs, place your hands on your hips, or just place your hands down on the earth. No need to make yourself uncomfortable. If you're good with it, though, place the right hand on the belly, left hand on the heart. Good, and we'll just take a nice deep breath in. And an exhale out the mouth. Don't be afraid of the sound you make. Inhale, deep breath in. Just let it out, exhale. Beautiful. And then I want you to just notice your breathing. Is it labored? Is it quick? Does it feel stuck, like it gets trapped right at the top of the throat? Don't judge any of that. Just kind of be with it. And then slowly, we'll start to take control or hold of our breath. We'll take a deep breath into the belly. And a slow breath out the mouth. And again, a slow breath into the belly. And a slow breath out the mouth. Good, we'll add a count to this. We'll inhale into the belly for 3, 2, 1. We'll find a little hold or expansion at the top for 3, 2, 1. We'll slowly exhale through the nose. 3, 2, 1. And we'll hold at the bottom, feeling ourselves bottom out for 2 and 1. Good, again. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 2, 1. Exhale. 2, 1, bottom out, 2, 1. Again, inhale, hold, exhale, and let it go. Good, keep that going. Count on your own breath. In for the 3. Exhaling. You can do this at your own pace, whatever feels good. Just take control of how you use your breath. Nice and easy, just breathing here. If you get frustrated, if the counting doesn't work for you, then you just say goodbye to it, you let it go, and you go back to a normal breathing. We always want to avoid the road of tension in yoga. Yeah, avoid the panic, avoid the anxiety. So come back to something that makes you comfortable. Good, just about 2 more rounds here. Good, staying with there in that breath. Good, and then collect a really deep breath in, filling up the whole cavity of the chest, the belly, the heart. Hold it up at the top, suck a little bit more air in. A little bit more air in. And a big exhale. Beautiful. Allow the knees to unlock, allow the arms to come beside you. You can bend the elbows like you're a goalpost and send the fingers up towards the back of the room. And then let the knees unknock. Then like windshield wipers, let the knees rock from right to left. And maybe that one setting, yeah, not that aggressive setting that you really want to shut off, but just an easy one setting where you're just taking the knees from right to left. And then the next time that you find yourself over to the right, take a nice deep breath in and exhale, just settle into that right side. Feet are staying as wide as the mat so that we can feel a real stretch along this left side of the body, that the knee and the hip are lengthening away from one another. Good, if this feels good to you and you want to add on, you can always just turn your gaze over to the left. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Good, then slowly collect the head back to center if you moved it. Slowly bring the knees back up to center. Feel the inhale at the top or when the knees are closest to the ceiling. And then on your big exhale, let the knees fall over to the left. Especially in times of stress or anxiety, we tend to hold ourselves off of the earth like we can maybe control gravity. I want you to just submit to gravity. Kindly say, sure, just take me, it's fine. I'm good with it, I consent. Taking that deep breath in. Exhaling, let the floor hold you for once. Becoming part of the earth, part of something bigger. Feel free to move the head towards the right if you want. Taking that deep breath in and that big breath out. Good, inhale back up through center. Gaze is collecting back to center. Beautiful, working on the exhale, let the knees come into the chest. Place the hands on the shins, like right below the knees, and then rock lightly from side to side on the lower back. And here again, I'll remind you about that sense of gravity, that sense of letting the flesh of the lower back sort of melt into the earth. Imagine that picture, if you will. Take your yoga practice to the next level. Just add some crazy imagination, some imagery. Good, making these nice circles. See if you can avoid any sort of rocks or skips. Can you use your strength, your mind to sort of slowly go through it? Really, really nice. And maybe taking it the other direction. And if your hips feel a little crunky this morning, maybe taking some circles with the knees, drawing figure eights or infinity signs. When you're ready, keep your right knee into your chest. Place the left sole of the foot down. Maybe this is enough for you. This feels like, okay, cool for my hips. If not, extend the left leg down and keep the toes facing up to the earth so you're flexing. Hugging that right knee in. Enjoy the crease or the little bit of like eek that happens in the front of the hip. That eek is okay. Let it sort of massage out by moving the right leg against the inner organs of the stomach. Good. Slowly let the right knee fall a little bit towards the armpit. Take the left hand towards the hip. Place the left hand on the left hip. Flex the right foot. Just a little external rotation here. Good. Bringing it back to center. Place both hands around the shin. Curl the forehead up to the knee. Flex that right foot strong. Flex the left foot strong. Maybe this is enough. Maybe you want to go crazy and just lift that left leg up to hover. Maybe reach the arms forward, palms up. This is not to be aggressive, but rather just to connect to the abdominal wall. So we'll breathe here. Inhale, 2 breaths. Exhale. Another inhale. And on the exhale, grab the hands to the shin, lower the shoulders down, hug the right knee in a little deeper. And exhale, bring both knees in to switch. Left knee in, right leg, sole of the foot can stay down or send that right leg out. Both are correct, don't judge either way. Hugging that left leg in, get that nice compression. So what we're doing here is we're compressing the front of the hip to allow some blood flow to just sort of get trapped. And then when it releases, it's sort of fresh, new. And take the right hand to the right hip, take the left hand, just guide the left knee out towards the armpit. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful, come back to center. Both hands to the shin, curl the forehead up. Maybe this is plenty for you, pulling the navel down towards the spine, or maybe you want to float that right leg off. Maybe you want to reach those arms forward, palms up, and then breathe. See if you can put the weight where it deserves to be right now, right in the belly. Take the tension out of the shoulders, out of the feet, and put it right in the center of the belly so that we don't have to do 100 sit-ups. We can just do this one. Deep breath in. And exhale, both knees collect into the spine. Nice job. Good. You can either roll over onto your side and push yourself up, or grab behind your hamstrings and rock and roll a few times till you come to sit cross-legged at the front of your mat. I'll go ahead and face you. I'll be your mirror today so you can follow my words and my direction. As you sit up here in a nice cross-legged seated position, inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Last time, reach up really high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good, take a second here to drop the chin towards the chest. Give yourself an intention. Something really small. It can even be like, I just want to do this so I can then have a giant, gigantic cup of coffee. Yeah, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be deep, like I want to change my existence. Nah, it can just be simple. I want to feel better. I want to move a little bit. Take an inhale. Maybe an exhale out the mouth. Good. Interlace the hands. Send the palms forward. pull the spine away so you're making a C shape with the body. So you can really feel a stretch along the upper shoulder blades. Good. Inhale here. Breathe into the back, exhale. Good. Start to straighten the spine and lift the arms up. Now, don't worry about getting the arms next to the ears. I want you to just worry about lengthening the shoulders down, wrapping the outer arms in, reaching the waist long. Breathe here. You might feel some heat start to build up. That's good. Inhale. Good. Release the interlace, reach the fingers up. And then exhale, you're going to tip over to the right, dropping that right hand down and reaching the left side long. Good. Try to keep both sides of your waist reaching at the same length. This top arm sometimes wants to get a little wonky. It wants to disappear from us. I want you to take it more so it's in front of your cheekbone. That way the shoulder can naturally relax. Deep breath in. Nice big breath out. Good. Bend the left elbow, grab a hold of the ear, and slowly just bring yourself back up to center, supporting your neck. Good. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, fall forward over these easy crossed legs. Hands can just come down. Then you want to think of your tailbone reaching away from the head. Relax the jaw. Relax the neck. Deep breath in. Nice big breath out. Good. Slowly walk your hands back up and in. Really nice. Take the hands behind you. Fingertips face your lower back. Feet are rooted. Inhale. Start to lift the hips, putting some weight into the arms, into the wrists, sending the hips up, rolling the shoulders back. Don't worry about your neck going back. Yeah, it's not flash dance. You can just keep it with the chin slowly in. No water to be dropped on us, so that would be very cool. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly lower the hips back down. If you can remember, cross your opposite leg in front. So the one that wasn't just in front, it's okay if it's the same leg, no harm, no foul. Interlace the hands, send the knuckles or the palms of the hand forward, curl the spine, inhale. Good, lift them up to the sky, lengthen the waist. Enjoy, you might find that you have a little more room this time to move the arms further back, but don't do it at the expense of pain or uncomfort. Deep breath in, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, tipping over to the left. Those left fingertips come down. You stretch the side body long. Good. If the arm is too far back, you can't really get the right stretch. So I want you to pull that arm to the cheekbone, lengthen out of the fingers, and then drop the right hip away from you. Deep breath in. Maybe a big breath out. Really nice. Go ahead and bend that arm so you can support the head on the journey back, lifting it back up. Beautiful work. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, collapsing over. And you'll know pretty quickly, okay, this is the side I stretched, and then you can just take a second and switch it. So in dance, we're often obsessed with the depth of things. And what I've learned in yoga is that the depth comes from the breath, not the shape itself. So how deep can you make your breath? How deep can you make your experience of just being with yourself? Exhale. Really nice job. Slowly walk it back up. Sitting tall for just a second. Feeling the waist, the ribs, how they move slightly away from the hips. Good, and then sweep your legs to the side, coming to all fours. Want to stack your knees under your hips, your hands and wrists under your shoulders, and make a big jazz hand, a big five. So you're really spreading the fingers. If you've got tight shoulders, you can slightly turn the hands out so that the middle finger points a little bit more towards the corners. Good. Inhale, drop the belly, pull the heart through, open up. Cow pose. And then exhale, press into the hands, pull the navel up into the spine, cat. Drop the head down between the arms as much as you can. Good. Inhale, cow pose. Dropping the belly, pulling the heart through. I think of a happy cow, just wagging your tail. Good. And then exhale, cat pose. I think of a scared cat. Pulling the spine up. Halloween cat. And exhale. Good. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And you can now take this at your own breath, your own pace this morning. Good. If you're feeling really saucy, maybe a little sexy at 9 a.m., you can start to take some body rolls. You can turn into a really seductive little kitty cat. Letting your hips sway from side to side, letting your shoulders move around, letting your head add to the equation. And no one can see you, so you're your own worst critic, right? So just let it go. Give yourself permission to just sort of get silly or to laugh or to just experience life a little more richly. Really nice. Good, good, good. Good, and then we're gonna tuck our toes, engage our core. Shift some weight towards the hands, lift the knees off to hover and breathe here for just a second. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, inhale, start to lift the hips up. Lift them higher, lift them higher, lift them higher. And on your exhale, we'll find that down dog. Good, really, really nice. In your down dog, here's some misconceptions. Your heels do not need to touch. Your knees do not need to be straight. Feel free to bend your knees and move your chest towards your thighs. If you're like me and your shoulders a little bit wide, sometimes the fingers facing forward is a little intense. So I like to turn those hands out and maybe even widen them as wide as the mat. Really, it's a nice feeling. Good. Feel free to pedal the feet out here, shifting from side to side. Good, and then don't lose the breath. Most important, inhale, exhale. Really good. Start to gaze towards your hands. Again, shift the weight towards the hands as you walk the feet in step by step. Good. Bend the knees here, ragdoll. Feet can be hips distance. Rest the chest on the thighs. Clasp for opposite elbows and just hang out here for a second. Breathing. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Good. It's trash day, so I was just closing the window. Good. Take an inhale. And exhale. Really nice. With that nice knee in your bend, release the clasp of the arms. Slide the hands up the shins, lift the chest, halfway lift. Press weight into the hands and pull the tailbone and the crown of the head away from one another. Deep breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Knees can always stay bent. Again, inhale, halfway lift, slide the hands up the shins, roll the shoulders back, and think of that long spine. So we want to take any curve or cat out of the spine, somewhere in the middle of that cow and cat. Exhale, forward fold. Good, bend the knees a little bit deeper. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, all the way to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. 3 half Surya A's. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, let the chest collapse onto the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, palms slide up the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good, we're just connecting breath and movement. Inhale, sweep the arms up.
Exhale, forward fold. Can you enjoy it like it's a piece of art? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Always feel free to bend those knees to help. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. We're going to take the full inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, sliding the hands up the shins, lengthening. Every moment gets a breath. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Plant the palms. Maybe you have to go a little bit in front of you and start to walk the legs back to plank pose. If you just thought to yourself, oh Lord, then I want you to just put your knees down. It doesn't matter, yeah? No one's with you. Just let it go. Let expectation or judgment go. Inhale here. Then we're all gonna set our knees down. We wanna set our knees down below or behind our hips. Lean the shoulders over the fingers. Bend the elbows, lowering all the way down to the earth. Good, worm your way out a little bit. Inhale, little baby cobra. Hands are really light as you lift the head and chest. Keep the back of the neck long by tucking the chin in slightly. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good, 2 more like that. Inhale, baby cobra. If you're a little bit more advanced in your practice, you want to start adding cobras or up dogs, be my guest. Exhale, forward fold. Last one here, baby cobra. Inhale, lift up. Feeling strong in the back body, maybe the hands can float off the earth. Maybe the legs can float off. Taking a second here to connect to the hamstrings. If it's in your lower back, I want you to put the legs down, not worth it. Take an inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good to come out of the shape. Tuck the toes under, engage the core. Lift the belly, lift the thigh, press into the hands, come up all fours. Exhale, down dog. Send the hips up and back. Walk it out. Every shape can have movement, so don't feel afraid to shift to something different, to move your hands. It's just fine to get comfortable. Good. Inhale, rise to the tops of the toes. Bend the knees, gaze between the hands, and slightly walk or step or maybe hop forward if you know what that means. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. What about the back of the neck? And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, lengthening long. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good, nice and easy here. I'll face you for this. Interlace the hands. Give me a James Bond little happy finger gun forward. Lift the arms up. If the feet want to come together, let them come together. Now here's the same concept. Don't let the shoulders get involved. Instead, just keep the arms slightly in front of you. Take an inhale. On an exhale, lengthen up and then move over to the left. Stretching the right body long. I want you to pour more weight into that right foot. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Good. Inhale, coming back up through center. Exhale, other side. Tipping over to the right. Pour more weight into that left foot. Deep inhale. Nice big exhale. Inhale, coming back up through center. Release the hands. Take them to your lower back. Fingertips face down. Elbows hug back. Start to lift the heart. I like to think of like if you were being possessed, right? There would be this like light coming from your chest. Or if you're like Sailor Moon, that's where your silver crystal would be. So just think of the silver crystal shining, opening up. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's all on Hulu. Just go enjoy. Take an inhale and an exhale. Good. Coming back up to center. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful work. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Lean your weight forward towards your toes and your hands. Let your left leg float off the earth and then step all the way to your back of your mat for a nice lunge. Now this front knee, it's going to want to stack over the front ankle. It can be behind, that's safe, but not in front of. So make sure you're somewhere in the middle there. Then set the back knee down. Ground into the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Coming to a nice low lunge. Good. Most of us are going to want to pour the belly onto the front thigh. I want us to pull the navel up and away. Press into the front leg so you're energizing, and then yum. There's that front hip flexor, getting that deep, delicious stretch. Good. Add a little movement here for the hands. Interlace them, send them forward, just like we did before the stretch. So the palms are going forward, and the spine is curving. You're going to feel that intensity in the front of the hip. Good. Lift the arms up. Inhale. Little side bend, reaching over towards the right. Good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend the elbows, open up the heart, cactus, lift the heart. Exhale, reach up. Place the hands down next to the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Left palm's gonna plant, right arm's gonna scoop up to the sky, little twist here. Pull the navel away from the right thigh. Press the shoulders away from the ears and breathe in and out. This is where your breath might start to get labored. Don't get it twisted. You're in control of it still. Deep inhale. Exhale, take that right hand down. Good. If you can, if it feels safe to you, plant the palms strong. Step back, downward facing dog. Good. We'll add our little vinyasa here. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Good. Set the knees down behind the hips. Lean forward. Bend the elbows so they hug the breasts. Then pull the chest through. Don't let the hips drop to the earth. Think of Ariel on the rock. Part of your world. Opening up the heart. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back. Down dog. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in and a nice big breath out. Inhale, rise to the tops of the toes, bend the knees, gaze between the hands, lily step or walk your way forward towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, scoop the arms out and up, stand tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Interlace your hands, send that finger, that happy gun up to the sky. Feet can be together or hips distance, and then exhale, tip over to the right. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, tip over to the left. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, take the hands to the lower back. This time, maybe interlace the hands. Set the thumbs at the back of the tailbone. Roll the shoulders back, roll the elbows back, open up that heart. Moon, prism, power, opening it up, inhale, exhale. It's good to make yourself laugh, even if no one else thinks you're funny. And then let it go. Beautiful work. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, delicious forward fold. Good. Move the weight towards the hands, towards the front of the toes so that right leg can just release and then step as far back as it needs to find your nice lunge, that runner's lunge. Check in with that front knee over the ankle, then set the back knee down. Toes can stay tucked or untucked. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up, low lunge. Good. Now, notice, see, even me in habit, I send my hips forward and this lower back gets lazy. So I'm going to pull the navel in. I'm going to press into the front leg so that I'm feeling, ooh, so tall. Maybe not as deep in my flexibility, but deeper in my subtle body, in my intelligence. Take a deep breath in. And a nice big breath out. Beautiful. Take the hands to the chest. I should have said this the first time. And then interlace, send the palms forward. Curl the spine so you get both things happening again. That might intensify the front of the left hip. That's just fine. Or right hip, sorry. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then just tip gently over to the left. If your foot is wobbling, I want you to just give into the floor. See, we fight the floor, we fight gravity, and then it just sort of punishes us. Good, inhale, come back up to center. Bend the elbows, open up the heart. Doesn't have to be deep, just open. Lift the arms up. Exhale, take the hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, plant the right palm. Lift the left arm up, nice easy twist. Now, here's a little extra cue for you. That right hip's gonna wanna drop under. I want you to keep that right hip like it's laying on a table. Press down so that you feel equal in your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Good, place that hand down. And step back, downward facing dog. Good, here's our last little vinyasa. Whenever I say last, there's probably always one more. Inhale, roll forward, stacking the shoulders over the hips. Sorry, over the wrists. Drop the knees down. Lean the chest over the fingers. Bend the elbows, and then when you hit halfway, aerial on the rock. Pull your heart through, feel the water, feel the open. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the hips back. Down dog. Good. Let's do a little lion's breath. Inhale. And then a big exhale, stick your tongue out. Good, and then in this time, if you want to cross your eyes when you do it, inhale. Stick your tongue out, cross your eyes. Good, really nice. And then start to walk the feet up towards the hands. Good. Bend the knees, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good, and then inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good, take a second here, breathe in, there's never a rush. Good, take your hands to your hips. Step your whatever foot back that you need so you can kind of look at the video if you need. So you're facing the long edge of your mat, legs are wide, whatever works for you in that direction. Good. So your hands are on your hips here. See if you can pick your hips up a little bit, just for a second. Pick the flesh up. Good, and then let it go. And again, just pick it up, really squeeze that yummy glute med. And let it go. Good, inhale, reach the arms out and up. And take the hands to the heart, palms touch. Good. I'll mirror you here. Turn your right toes forward. Bend into that right leg. Good, then you might have to adjust your back leg further back. Turn the back heel slightly back so the back foot's at an angle. So here you've got the front ankle in line with the back arch. Good, then check in with those hips. Maybe do a little circle dance with them. Feeling a little groovy, a little sexy. There's nothing wrong with feeling sexy at 9 in the morning. I'm sure of this. And then maybe reach your arms out long. Gaze over those front right fingers. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Now we're just going to talk about energy here for a second. Drop the energy into the legs. We're trying to get grounded, but then pick the upper body up off. So you've got these dual actions happening. Down with the legs and up with the heart. Good, inhale. And exhale. Flip the front palm. Keep the front leg as bent as it is. Reach the back hand down the leg. Reach the right fingertips up to the sky, stretching the side body. Good, come back to center, inhale. Exhale, lean forward, reach long, set the forearm down to the thigh. Left fingertips reach the sky. Good. Open up the chest. Good, if this side body got all cricked and you feel bad about it, just send that right hip back and in so you can get some more length in that waist. If you have a short torso like me, all of these postures, it's hard to find length there, but you can do it. Deep inhale. Exhale. Good, inhale, come up through center, warrior 2, see if you can keep that front leg bent, and then give it a break, straighten it out. Good, turn the toes forward. Turn the heels slightly in, toes slightly out. Goddess pose. Bend the knees, open up the arms. Good. Inhale here. Exhale. Maybe move a little bit. Again, nothing wrong with feeling a little groovy at 9. Inhale, straighten the legs up. Turn the toes forward. Warrior 2 to the other side. Turn those left toes forward. Adjust that back foot. That angle is to help you rotate that hip down. We don't need the hips to be facing all the way side. This right hip can just relax. Arms open out wide. Ground down through the legs, up through the heart. If you're wondering when we're going to leave this, I want you to just sit with it. Deep breath in. Exhale, breathe into it. You could stay here forever. Flip the front palm, lift it up. Reverse warrior. See if you can create that space in that juicy left hip, that left waist. Exhale back to center. Hug that left hip in and back. Reach the fingertips forward. Forearm to the thigh. Open the heart up. Side angle. Again, if you're trying to lift yourself up off the earth, why? Drop into it. Isn't it nice to be supported, to be loved, to be cradled, to be held? Good. Inhale, back up through center. Turn both toes forward, reach the arms up. And forward fold. Fall over the legs. Bend your knees if you need to. No need to get obsessed with straight legs here. No one can see you. No one's judging you. This is your time with your body. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. You can walk the hands out slightly, lengthen the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Bend the knees, slowly start to roll up. Allow your spine to stack, take its time, pulling your navel up. Beautiful work, and then heel toe your feet together safely and find your way back to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the palms, step back to plank pose. Knees up or down. Lean the shoulders over the wrists. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra or cobra, whatever works for you. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift from the belly, hips up and back, down dog. Take a deep breath in and a sound out that makes you feel good. Good, set your knees down. Take them wide, toes touch, sit the hips back to the heels, child's pose. Good. If your hips are sensitive, walk your knees in a little bit tighter. Yeah, you don't need to get obsessed with wide knees or closed knees, just what feels good. Let's just go there, right? There's enough decisions in the world. Deep breath in. Nice big breath out. Good, inhale, coming back to all fours, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, knees under the hips. Take a second to just intuitively move your spine a little bit. Take circles. Let the hips shake a little bit. Getting nice and juicy. Good, and then walk your hands back, bringing your hips on top of your knees. Last little active thing here, and then we'll just totally take it down. Take your hand to your belly and your hand to your lower back. I call this either Beyonce or John Travolta if you're shoving it forward. So you don't want to be Beyonce and you don't want to be John Travolta. You want to be right in the middle of those two things. So pull the belly in. Good, hands come to the lower back, fingertips face down. Open up the heart, Ustrasana, Camel Pose. Just here to open up, to lengthen. Feel like there's a rope pulling your chest up so you can feel all this length in your waist. Breathe here. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, slowly bring yourself back up. Sit your hips down on your heels. Good, take a second here, turn the palms up. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe in, stay right there. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Breathe. Good. Stay right there. Nice and easy. Sweep your legs to the side. Sweep them in front of you. Shake it out. Flex the feet strong. Reach the arms up. Last stretch here. And fall over. Feel free to bend the knees. If you bend the knees, sometimes you get a nice deeper stretch in the lower back. Often I choose this stretch. If you want to lengthen your legs and just fall over, go ahead and do that. Good, deep inhale. Big breath out. Slowly walk yourself back up. Scoot your hips towards your heels. Reach your arms forward and roll your spine all the way down. Reach the arms overhead, stretch the toes down long. First morning stretch, imagine you're just waking up. Lengthen everything apart. And then exhale. Anything else you need, happy baby is just fine. You can grab a hold of the outer edges of the feet, rock a little from side to side, or maybe you're like, okay, I'm done. So just start to find your Shavasana, the most important part of yoga, truly, the reset. If you're finding your way into Shavasana, lay the legs out long. Take them as wide as you'd like. Space is not an issue. Turn the palms up to the sky and move them away from the side bodies. So you feel like separate parts, like 5 separate parts. Good. Take a deep breath in, fill up the belly. And a big exhale. And an inhale. And a big exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last big inhale here. Let it go. Good, staying here in Shavasana, we'll just take an extra minute here. Just breathe and resonate. Just gonna walk you through
a little subtle body work here. Imagine this light at the top of your head. It's really bright and lovely. Not so bright that it blinds, but bright that it gives joy. And it's just going to sip its way down inside, all the way dropping down, right into the heart. And then slowly this little light gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it's just this resonating glow all around your heart. During the last few weeks, maybe you felt like this light wasn't there, like this sense of glow was lost. But each and every morning when you wake up, when you show up for yourself, this little glow gets bigger and bigger until it radiates through your limbs, down your spine, and then you can pass it on to other people and still have your glowing light. Taking a deep breath in and an exhale. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe reach your arms overhead, take a big stretch again, lengthening long. And then roll over onto your right or left side, whatever feels good to you. Rolling over. Pressing your way up to an easy seated shape, cross-legged, taking the hands to the heart. Maybe you want to press the palms against the chest. If you're super happy in Shavasana, don't feel like you have to move. I'm just going to leave you with a small chant. The words are Loka Samasta Sukhinum Bhavantu. And the meaning is, may all things be happy and free from suffering. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. Inhaling all together. Exhaling out together, palms meet. I bow to you. Namaste.
Namaste. Oh my gosh, Natalie, that was just so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Of course, and you guys, if you want to get in touch with me, I'm going to be starting a yoga 30 days. So you can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, and I'm going to be starting a little yoga flow. So I really think it's important to connect to your subtle body and love yourself a little deeper. Fitness is great, but it's really nice sometimes to just slow down and, right? So,
right. I think you gave us the energy to get going and start this day. And thank you to Natalie and everybody. We've got